Hi everyone, let's learn about our ocean and our climate. Starting off here, I'm showing that the ocean at the surface is less salty and warmer. As you get deeper, the water is more salty and colder. So essentially, the deeper in the ocean you go, the more dense it is. Now, it's important to note that this very surface level of the ocean is very variable. We have the sun, which creates evaporation, and that leaves salt behind. Then we have storms, which can bring in fresh water by precipitation, and they also bring in winds, which can lead to churning and mixing. However, that is the very upper levels of the ocean, and the ocean is so big that it's not a huge deal in the grand scheme of things. Speaking of the grand scheme of things, let's look at it from this level. What we have here is our seafloor. Then we have these lines. These are called isotherms, and these are lines of equal temperature. We can see the deeper we go in the ocean, the colder it gets. However, we can see right at this 200-meter mark, we have this rapid change in temperature. That right there is our thermocline. That is the icing between the two layers of cake. On either side, the different layers of cake, those are your water masses, and the icing prevents those from mixing. Now, the same concept can be applied for density and salinity, haloclines and pycnoclines. Now, if we zoom out even further, we can look at the thermohaline circulation, which is this global transport system around the globe. Now, if we're looking right here, this is the AMOC, the Atlantic Meridional Overturning Circulation, with the Gulf Stream right here. Now, what we're seeing is this warm water. It's being warmed by the equator, and then as it goes north, it cools and sinks. That's why areas like Iceland, it's raining all the time there, because you have this warm water bringing with it warm air. It cools and condenses, causing precipitation and overall cloud cover. Then this water sinks. It's full of nutrients and highly saline. Once you come to the equator again, we have what we call upwelling. So the water is brought back to the surface and moves nutrients around the globe. What we're seeing currently with climate change is polar ice cap melting. That is leading to freshwater intrusion in the very upper levels of the ocean. That is causing these upper levels to be even less dense, and they're not sinking where they should be. This is causing a gradual breakdown of the AMOC, which would eventually lead to a slowdown in the entire thermohaline circulation, which would be detrimental to our climates all around the globe.